And I said, jump, jump, jump to it. I don't know why I'm singing this Luther Vandross girl in homage to this reunion. But Nessa, girl, girl, did you see this reunion? You gotta pardon me, my voice is leaving me. That's why I got a peppermint in my mouth. I must have done sucked one of them dicks Karlie sucked, child. And now I got that non-curable gonorrhea in my throat. So I'm sipping on a little piece of peppermint. But we gonna ease on through it. Nessa, girl, did you get into this reunion from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? I don't know what season this is, girl. Man, it's late. Like, Tommie ain't here with the shits, okay? Let me tell y'all something. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Throughout the last 3 seasons, y'all know I've watched Love and Hip Hop here and there. I had to spit that peppermint. I gotta talk to y'all about the real. I didn't want that sticky shit in my hand. Tommie, I really ain't paid attention to Love and Hip Hop across the last 2 years. You know, I jump in, jump out, and show them what I'm about. My name is D, yeah, and I'm a hoe. No, ooh, girl, my freestyling. I gotta get that together. Anyway, I really didn't understand what all this Tommie character was about. I realized when the reunion came on that Tommie had done worked her way into the opening credits, and it just made me realize a whole lot of things, and we're going to talk about them. First, let's get into Tommie's outfit. I want y'all to get down in the comments. Did y'all like Tommie's outfit? Okay, so here's this. At first, I was like, why she looks so different from everybody on the stage? Like, honestly and truthfully, she looked like the ringmaster at the Universal Circus. You know what I'm saying? Then I realized Tommie's outfit looks so off because we're so used to everybody dressing in the same vein. But baby, when I started looking at that, baby, that was some sickening ass French couture Tommie had on. Them hoes just wasn't ready for her. Real talk, she pulled a Marlo Hampton stunt. That's some shit Marlo would have did. Just came in with something that was so sickening, you know what I'm saying, that it was just in a whole nother league. And much like Marlo, y'all, I hear Tommie steal the people clothes and stunt the clothes. KK already told you she done fucked up her connect at Bloomingdale's or Saks. Don't went in there and pulled the people clothes and then never bring them back. So, whatever. Tommie's outfit was motherfucking sickening. But you know what? This whole half of this reunion that I'm starting to see a lot of this season was really the fucking Tommie show. And now I have a full understanding why it is Joselyn Hernandez has the issues with Tommie that she has. No tea, no shade. Joselyn Hernandez for many a seasons was Love and Hip Hop. At least them first 3 or 4. She was the show. Okay? But here's the thing. And even Nene Leakes experienced this. You can only carry a show on your back for so long, and it can only be about you for but so long before people get bored with your antics and the tricks that you pull out your hat. Here it is, Tommie came along, and within 1 season, she went from just like a C character to like one of the crowd favorites. And I think Joselyn felt slightly threatened. Not intimidated, but threatened, you know what I'm saying? And that is why I think Joselyn has gone to the extent to get Tommie in trouble. Joselyn done jumped on people's head, threw shit at people, but she never felt threatened by them. She want Tommie ass locked up so Tommie can't come around. She want restraining orders filed on Tommie so Tommie can't come around. She want to fuck up Tommie with production so Tommie can't come around. And in my opinion, Joselyn is threatened by Tommie. Y'all, I had to watch the thing twice today so I could get all the stuff together. Tommie and Treasure, let me tell you something, Treasure. You an old scare ass bitch. I'm going to tell you how you scary. If ever you want to fight a bitch, reality TV is the best place to try to do it. You know why? Because ain't no physical contact going to ever be made. At best, you going to get slapped or you might get one punch. But you are not going to get the dog shit beat out of you because there's too many producers and security people around. Treasure. Girl, Girl, these people were sitting on the stage. You was sitting down in the Raptors. You know what I'm saying? You was down here in the basement. Tommie shoulders was so stiff with that Missy I Can't Stand the Rain outfit. Them tight ass knickerbockers. You know how Missy said, "Ooh girl, them knickerbockers hurting." Bend over, bitch. Show me what you working with. With all that costumey ass fashion Tommie had on, she would not have had enough time to show you what she working with. Do you know how many security guards, male cast members, producers was going to jump in the middle of that before she could even get to you? So girl, that bitch had your ass so motherfucking spooked that before you would even speak, she had you so spooked that before you speak, you asked for security. Security, security. Can you please go stand over there over her while I speak? Her who 25 feet away. You are a new kind of scary. You ain't learned nothing from Karlie Redd. Karlie Redd be jumping. Come on, bitch. Come on. Knowing damn well she ain't gonna do nothing. And while we speaking to Karlie, I was gonna say this later for the review, but I'm gonna spit it out now. Karlie Spalding basketball booty red. Who on God's green millennium do you think honestly believe that you pulled up to Caesar's house alone in a room and told Tommie to come outside? You believe it? Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Girl, do you believe it? Okay, Karlie Redd, you is not in charge of the girls like that. Is Karlie in charge of the girls? She ain't. Is Karlie in charge of the girls? She ain't in charge of the girls. Let me tell y'all who is in charge of the girls. Tommie is in charge of the girls. Karlie Redd. Karlie Redd, you look like Karlie Redd, you look like a victim of bullying. Okay? Listen, you would have easily been one of them bullying victims on World Star Hip Hop had we honestly believed you told Tommie to come outside. And bitch, if you did tell Tommie to come outside, you told her from the security gate on the phone when they called a person to let them know you at the gate to buzz you in. Baby, you wasn't standing in no yard. You wasn't standing in no yard. Because if Tommie was in there about to get fucked or just freshly got fucked, she the kind of hood bitch that ran outside of her t-shirt and her panties on, just how I like it, and would have whooped your ass in the yard. Okay? Yes. Someone please call 911. The assailant just got shot down with a bullet in her heart, and he shot me through my soul. Feel my pain getting cold, so cold. Sometimes I feel like I'm a prisoner. I could sing that song all day. I think I'm trapped here for a while. Shut up, bitch. I sound better than Escape at the BET Awards. Moving right along. Damn Penny and Mimi. Damn Penny and Mimi. Hey. Damn Penny. Penny damn. You need to go back to that black hair. You are a pretty ass girl. Never would have thunk it. When you first came through Love and Hip Hop, your ass was, you was ghetto looking as hell. One thing I like about you, within a season or two, you found your stride. You refined your look. You refined the way you carried yourself, and you are speaking slightly better. Granted, I get the pink thing as part of your brand, but you look so much better with black hair. Not until I saw you with that black hair Penny down, I was like, that bitch is beautiful. But your body is banging. I don't know if you had any work or not, but it still looks, you look cornbread fed. Your body looks attainable. Your skin is beautiful. Your teeth are nice. And you know what I'm saying? You one of the girls that got that street country logic that I fuck with. I can always follow Penny Dime logic. Let me tell you something. Lovely Mimi, your ass look like motherfucking Captain America. I don't know what in the escape hell you had on, okay? It's almost as if you had on the damn Kmart version of them Angel Brinks outfits that Escape had on down to the BET Awards and Quiet as It's Kept. You look just as stuffed in that silver catastrophe as Tamika Scott did on stage. No, God, honey. And then the least you could have did was went to Prima Donna and got a damn waist shaper. You look like the Michelin Man and the Pillsbury Doughboy stretched in one. And I want to know how long it took you to squeeze your ass in that damn outfit. Perhaps that's why Joselyn couldn't make it to the stage, because you took all the dressing room time trying to oil your big Oompa Loompa ass in that damn, and you had to squeeze and oil your ass to get into a stretch piece. And girl, you didn't even have enough decency to have rhinestones on your outfit. You had sequin patches. No, God, honey. And when that bitch so calmly asked you, was you in the motherfucking band? Yes, God, honey. Well, is you in a marching band? That's God, honey. But you was an old raggedy marching band, girl. You was an old Bethune-Cookman band. You damn sure wasn't in the Marching 100, okay? Shout out to FAMU. Yes, girl, honey. You look like a wild cat, a wild boar, and a wild everything else. But the gag is, Lovely Mimi, you made yourself look a lovely fool, okay? It's 2017. We already know from watching reality TV for like the last 15 years that the bitch that's standing behind security flailing their arms like a newborn baby, you know what I'm saying, jumping and scurrying like a roach, you look a fool, you putting on for the cameras. Nothing is about to happen. I don't even know why people go on reality TV shows and even stand up at the reunions anymore. A fight is not about to happen. The more security standing around, the more you get crunk screaming. And it's funny because I'm going to give you a pass, Lovely Mimi, because this is your first season. But for those of y'all who are seasoned vets on reality TV shows, do y'all know what it sounds like when 7 people are screaming into a microphone at the same damn time? It's like, have some respect for the production. Despite the fact that you have an issue, y'all are still employees and we are still producing a production for TV. 7 of us cannot be screaming in a motherfucking microphone at the same damn time. You know what I'm saying? Mimi, you look stupid. And at the very end of the day, if you and Dan was to meet up at a park, much like Karlie Redd, nobody believes that you would win. It just doesn't even look possible. I mean, now you might know some, Mr. Miyagi might be your granddaddy. You might know some Chinese jiu-jitsu that a bitch like me from Kansas City is not familiar with. But baby, if you did, I don't think you would be as fat as you is. So I'm leaning on the fact that you probably a timid little Korean woman. You want manicure. You want manicure, black girl. You like manicure. So, yeah, unless you gonna throw acetone and dime eye, or you gonna throw some gel polish in her eye, I think you might wanna just chill and settle down. And next time, don't get a maid outfit. Hold on, Paul, I gotta call you back. Don't get a maid outfit, okay? Take your little 550 you got Pristine and just go down there with KK and Tommie and stunt you an outfit out of damn Saks Fifth Avenue. I'm trying to think, let me see what else on the, because honey, this Love and Hip Hop reunion had it going on. Poke, I made me mess up my notes. Lovely Mimi, Tommie and Karlie. Okay. Moving on, I'm out of my notes into my freestyle section. Kirk and motherfucking Rashida. Let me give y'all some background about Rasheeda motherfucking ass real quick. When Love and Hip, I met Rasheeda through Candy. All us used to, kicking Candy, like whatever. Okay, one time we was at a Christmas party, and Rasheeda walked in, and I was like, oh, hell, you ain't gonna speak. And Rasheeda was like, I mean, I really don't even fuck with you like that. And I was like, ooh, okay. And the only thing I had ever said on the blogs about Rasheeda and Kirk was that their storyline was fake. I was like, Rasheeda and Kirk is one of the most loving couples I've ever seen, because I've always seen them around Candy House and at the different events and functions, and it's like one thing would be going on TV, but they would just be, so close. Like Scrappy brought up on the reunion, they were like the iconic couple. And I said this in videos many years ago. Y'all are better than I will ever be, because I would never use my marriage as a bargaining chip to make coins on this damn show. Rasheeda and Kirk, y'all played with y'all marriage too motherfucking much on this TV for $1, and the universe gave your ass what you was looking for. I'm not gonna be here sit here and say I don't feel bad for you, because I do. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, from a universal perspective, you got what you wanted. For y'all, it was all about the coin. Y'all wanted the coin, and for whatever reason, y'all were unable to be or chose not to be creative enough to find another way / storyline to get to the coin, okay? You use the one aspect of your life to get the ultimate coin, to get the maximum coin, and you paid the maximum price. It's called a fair exchange, baby. I think everybody got what they wanted. You got the coin and the universe got its toll. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. So, you know, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. Well, don't be lonely. Lay up with the coin. Lay up with the coin. Because you traded some of the sanctity of that marriage. Buddy, what's wrong with you? Buddy. Hold on. Nessa girl. Sorry I had to hang up the phone so abruptly and call y'all back, girl. The maintenance man had done knocked on the door, bitch, and I'm sitting here in full regalia, honey. Baby, mama sitting here in some nasty geesh. Could y'all imagine if I opened up the door with this goddamn sequin dress on and this wig, and how that maintenance man would have been looking like, what the fuck? Yes, honey, he ain't ready for all this jelly. Anyway, let me pick up where we left off talking about Kirk and Rashida. From what I hear, baby, the people say Kirk really did have a baby from that damn girl, but Rashida's position was, after all these years, I'm not leaving you, but you're going to pay me for my pain, and you need to bring me $1 million for this baby. And that's how they work this baby into this storyline and all this fake stuff with Jasmine and Cannon and so on and so forth. I mean, listen, we knew this shit was fake when Jasmine and Cannon was fussing outside the damn strip club, and she out there smiling in the scene. How the fuck you having a domestic dispute, and you out here laughing and whatnot? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I dig Rasheeda and Kirk's, well, more so Rasheeda's position, which is, you not finna use the platform I built to get some Instagram followers, because you know that's all y'all little millennials and you dumb. That's why I'm so glad I ain't even on Instagram no more. But that's all people care about is Instagram likes. Rasheeda was like, you not finna fuck my husband, have a baby by my husband, and then use the platform that I built to garner notoriety and bookings, or potentially a spot on the next season. And I 100% agree with her. Thanks. I milked you for this little piece of money, but you not finna become a celebrity off of sleeping with my damn husband. Yes, God, honey, when the main bitch fight back. Side pieces learn something. Y'all ain't winning no more like y'all used to do. Let me see, I'm gonna leave that with Kirk and Rashida. Let me tell you something, baby. My hair was gonna be laid like Mariah, but bitch, I didn't have a wig that looked dead enough, old enough, ancient enough, vintage enough, hand-me-down enough, and dead to the bed enough to ever look like you. Let me tell you something, Mariah. First and foremost, you was trying to be on trend, little boy, with the blonde hair. And I told you, I'm so tired of you black women with this goddamn bright-ass blonde hair. I do not know what the fuck to do. But Mariah, you look like Mona and them was playing with you. We gonna let you come to the reunion. We not gonna let you come to the reunion. We gonna let you come to the reunion. And then, girl, 17 hours before they had to be there, they told you, girl, come on. And the wig store was closed, so you had to swing by Party City. The wig store closed at 5, Party City stayed open at 9, and you was just so hard-pressed about having that blonde hair that you was blind, okay? What kind of fucking synthetic, that wasn't even synthetic, bitch. That was just outright plastic, okay? Like, honey, because, you know, I wear a synthetic blend every now and again, and a synthetic wig is cute. You can wear it 1 or 2 times, and then you have to throw it away. That shit you had was just straight up plastic. That was a $9.99 Party City wig. It was stiff. That was a cadaver wig. No tea, no shame. It looked like the kind of wig that when your family member passed away of cancer, they don't have no hair, they go put one on them. That was the classic cancer bob. And to be quite honest, Sierra and Shooter, I don't even know why y'all got invited to the reunion, because it don't look like y'all ass gonna get invited back next season. And y'all's story was so early in the season that, quiet as it's kept, we forgot all about y'all. And Shooter, why the fuck did you show up to the reunion so goddamn zesty? Okay, who the fuck in real life walk around just being that damn sassy? First of all, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You have a nice build, but your build is very average round the way. Ooh, that's the fine nigga on the bus stop. You not muscular, you fat, and it just sat in all the right places. And then, you know, you so damn cool for school and so motherfucking sassy that you sit back like this. Bitch, I know your neck and your spine hurt. Because can't nobody hold this position like this who ain't got rock hard abs. You just so motherfucking sassy, bitch. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy. Hey, I'm too sexy. I'm too sexy for the reunion. Too sexy for my wife. But I fucked a little boy with a dead person wig on. No, God, honey. Now, y'all are two people that I honestly hope y'all storyline is fake. Because, baby, if you fuck Mariah, you'll fuck me. Okay? Because, yes, God, I'm shaped like a 12-year-old little boy. And guess what, bitch? I am one. Okay? Hey, Shooter. You can come over here and give me all a Sierra hair salon money if you want to. I'm going to tell you one thing about me, baby. I was fucking my neighbor husband for years, okay? And I kept my mouth closed. That hoe still don't know I was fucking her husband. Okay? Girl, y'all better remind Shooter. I know how to keep my mouth closed. You won't have to pay your wife for no pain because you'll be paying me for my silence. Okay, and I ain't one of them old snitching assholes that when my married man and me stop dealing, I snitch, because if they get out in public that I snitch, the new married men ain't gonna want to mess with me. Okay, honey, I know how to keep my paper rolling in real steady. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you something. Sierra, I've always said that you think too highly of yourself. The girl was gonna try to apologize to you, and you're not quick enough. You told that girl to get on her knees, and she said, bitch, your husband was on his knees when he was eating my ass. I'm going to tell you something. My significant other can go off and screw somebody else, and we may be able to work with it. But after a bitch get on national TV and tell me my husband was on his knees eating her motherfucking boongie, eating her booty, eating her ass, then he came home and kissed you all in your motherfucking mouth, and everybody on TV knows that your husband was in that subservient position eating her ass. Listen, do you know how subservient this is? Like, this is just the most vulnerable. And mind you, she ain't got no ass meat. Can y'all see? She ain't got no ass meat. So he had to really toot her little 12-year-old gymnast leg up in the air to eat that funk box like a watermelon at the family reunion. I mean, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Do you know how hard it is to stick your tongue in between two pieces of bone? Okay? Yes. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Listen. Then he got to be the nerve to be sitting up there trying to seduce the girl like this down to the reunion. No God, Mariah. And I'm trying to think what else went on after this. Down to the main event, y'all. I'm going to get on out of here because it's getting lengthy. Joseline Hernandez, I'm going to tell you something, baby. They have set your ass up for the kill. On the reunion, they made sure they did a montage of every clip of you being disrespectful, and it has spilled over into this damn, the finale episode, they did that montage of every clip of you being disrespectful and talking to production any kind of way and being difficult, and then they've done the same thing at this reunion. Now, whether there were 30 instances of you being difficult or there were 3 that they edited to make look like you're just a difficult person, you are losing. In Hollywood, in the entertainment business, the worst adjective you can have precede or follow your name is the word difficult. And I'm going to tell you something. It was not a very smart idea for you to get on TV and spray Mona, but moreover, spray VH1. Get on Instagram or social media. First of all, I wouldn't have wore neither one of them out. But if I had to go in on somebody, I would have went in on Mona and showed love to the network. You are such a cash cow for the network that I'm willing to believe that they would have been willing to be like, fine, if you don't want to work under Mona anymore, we can have you work under somebody else and do another show for the network. White folks only care about dollars. They don't give a fuck about you, and they don't give a fuck about Mona either. When Mona ass stop making money for them, they gonna bring in the next bitch and usher her ass out to wherever the hell she came from before all this was going on. And that ain't no shade to Mona or anybody else. That's just true tea. That's business. That's the way love goes. I think, Joselyn, I think there is a way that you could have went about this that would have been a win-win for you and everybody else. Because the fact of the matter is, much like Nene Leakes, your popularity is tied to this show. 1 or 2 years of you being off this show, your popularity is going to wane. Fame, baby. And it's going to be a new person. The Tommie, the Portias, the whomever, the Dinevas. Whomever is the newest bitch is going to take your spot, and you're not going to have any relevancy. It's not like you have any tangible, employable, marketable talent or skills. No one wants to buy a ticket from you. Quiet as it's kept, not only is your English bad, I'm willing to bet that your Spanish is just as fucked up, okay? You just be all over the place. You are talentless as far as performing goes, but you are really good at keeping it real in that commentating space. I loved you on the real. And I think Mona them or whomever was behind painting you in that negative light, showing how difficult you are, they were going after that. They said, not only are you not going to have an opportunity here with us, we going to fuck you up with everybody in Hollywood. What you got to understand is, although a network may have 200 shows on each network, they only got 20 execs at each network. And don't you think all of those motherfuckers brunch, lunch, and play golf together? So don't you think when the head of VH1 say, oh yeah, you know, she's a horrible person to work with, and all the producers and production people, they work on, here in Atlanta, the production people, you'll go do a Love and Hip Hop filming, that same production person to be over here on Hollywood Divas, R&B Divas, they all work from set to set, scene to scene, production to production, and network to network. So don't you think once you get labeled difficult, or a cameraman say this bitch cussed me out, or a producer says she's difficult to work with, and that is producers on another project, they're going to call you over? No, ma'am. You've got to play it smart. If it's all about your coin, put your coin before your feelings, mama, and get out your feelings. You let your agents, you let your lawyers, you let your team handle all of that. That's what your agent is there for. You do not cuss these folks out. You cuss, and vent to your agent, then you let your agent do all of that on your behalf. I mean, you gonna learn, little mama, you gonna learn. At any rate, y'all, that was part 1 of the reunion. I'm sorry my stride got broke when maintenance came and knocked on the door. I hope I did not miss anything, but I think I gave y'all enough to hold us over to the next part. I'm gonna get in here and upload this and come back and talk to y'all about them basketball wives and that crazy ass Jackie Christie. I'll call you later, girl. Bye.